Perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Now I'm like a pattern of orange and purple, where Paul is
All purple.
also purple. And my hat, Chris Bab's hat,
Gotta be purple.
gotta be purple. By the way, you can get dope. Right, I'm like 50 seconds in, and I'm gonna swing some shit. Shoot my shot. Hear me out. Critical builds, cool ass merch, available in the store. One of my literal verbatim long ass talking diatribes is an entire shirt for a limited time. Check them out while you can.
Drags behind you for 4 feet.
Yeah. No, there were some good jokes about that. The trench coat or the queen sheet set. That was also a good one. No words.
I would say California King. You know, it's the long
California King. No phrase repeated. Just no copy paste. This is just me laying it down. But yeah, so welcome back. 101. Here we are. Wow. Gosh.
On the other side of a century.
Feels the same.
So 100 episodes, right? This is the 101st. How long have we been using StreamYard? 40 episodes? What's it called?
Gosh.
35? I don't know, 40?
I can find that out by looking at my phone. Yes.
This is the first time I'm going to use the comments section that I found last stream.
You're serious?
I've been always having YouTube open on the side and like switching back and forth between them.
Brother, man.
Because there's there's a slight delay. Like just so, I mean, I'm assuming most of you guys have streamed before or aware of this, but like we're streaming like 15 seconds into the future from you guys.
My dude. All right.
So yeah.
For it. Wow, I look stoned as hell in that video. Looks like it's in the 40s. Yeah.
Okay. So
60 almost 60 episodes.
It didn't take me long to figure this out at all.
Yeah, definitely 44 for sure, because that has the StreamYard logo. And Andy's on. Andy! You haven't seen Andy in so long.
Andy, man.
I was working on the Flea. Wow, so long ago. Yeah,
before that, we were using Hangouts, right?
Yeah. We used to use Hangouts when Google's allowed that, but they don't anymore because they're like, "You fuck, motherfuckers." So we got fucked. It is what it is. We adapted and changed. And honestly, I like StreamYard quite a bit, so I have no complaints. Manny was saying, "Let's go" at 8:02. Manny, love you, but seriously, it's early. You're like my cat screaming for dinner at 6 o'clock. I'm like, kitties, we don't feed you until 7.
He is the man.
Just saying. Steve's out there too. John Lynn. I do like your Wizards comment. That was a good one.
Yes. Does that mean I get to be? Do I get to be Brown Paul then?
Oh shit! Z getting usurped.
Brown. I do not have any bird shit in my hair though. I'm sorry. I don't remember if in the book they ever referenced that or if that was just like a creative license in The Hobbit. I don't remember.
I don't know. Was this from the movies?
Yeah, in the movie,
I haven't watched the movies.
In the movie, he's got bird shit in his hair, but I don't particularly remember in the book them saying like Radagast the Brown with bird shit in his hair.
Particularly doo-doo-rific? No, man. I don't know that one either, honestly. And I tried. I couldn't watch the movies. It just wasn't the way it was going to go.
Yeah, they. I mean, they were okay, but The Hobbit was nowhere near as good as Lord of the Rings.
They took like a fucking 90-page book and turned it into 3-4 hour movies. It was insane.
Yeah, they stretched that.
Unnecessary.
I mean, The Hobbit's still a rather long book. Like it's as long as one of the other books, so those were each individually turned into one movie. Yeah, it's about as long as
I don't think so. Let me check because I want to be sure.
I have it on the bookshelf behind me, right next to Fellowship, and they're roughly the same size. But Fellowship was 1 movie, and The Hobbit was 3. They just had to get that trilogy out of it. I think one movie or even 2 movies would have been more than enough.
Yeah, 300 pages. Got you.
Yeah, that's about what the other ones are, give or take. Excuse me.
Fellowship was 110 pages longer.
Who was Fellowship?
Just Fellowship, yeah.
It doesn't look that much bigger on my shelf, but
it's cool. Sorry, we have them all too, but they're like
I just have
over
the
there.
paperback. Like I don't have anything. Maybe the original.
We have yeah, Colleen. Oddly enough, so I in my teen years or my late teen, early 20s years got a dope version of The Hobbit, right? Because I love the book. Hella good. Hardcover drawings by Alan Lee, the dudes that and I don't know if it was the other guy, John, whatever his name is, the 2 guys that did like the main art for the like sketch art for the movies, and then coincidentally, Colleen also had gotten the trilogy and by the same make, but as a set. So we have all the hardcovers with all the like illustrations and shit in them. Pretty tight.
Yeah, minus what's the other book? The
2 Towers and then Return of the King. And there's Silmarillion. It's the one you're thinking
Silmarillion,
of.
yes.
Yeah. I just have that in paper, like mass market paperback.
I have not read that. I know.
It's thick, man.
Yeah, I know that one goes pretty lore-y.
And it's a lot of reading names in another language that doesn't exist in reality, aside from in Tolkien's world. So you're reading like all the stuff in Elvish and
I think it's an official language now.
yeah, and it's just like, man, I can't. Yeah. I got.
It was hard enough for me to read the rest of this in English.
There's a lot of shit going on up here already. Give me a break with the Numenorians and all of that. Then mix that with Elder Scrolls lore. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, that can be pretty deep.
Nice. Let's see. I want to see how
if it's not Dothraki, I ain't reading it. Is that a thing? I've never read the
Dothraki is yeah.
That's something I've always wanted. I don't have that's a really deep commitment to read all of them. Well, all of them I say, but the ones that are out, I've always intended on putting those on like audiobook and listening to them while I'm at work, and I just haven't gotten a chance yet. I don't know who narrates them either. I have a weird thing with I don't typically listen to audiobooks because I have a weird thing about narration. Like it has to be a great narrator for me to be interested. I think the last audiobook I actually listened to was what's the Dexter? What's like his actual Dearly Dreaming Dexter? It's maybe you know the Dexter, the Showtime series with Michael.
Yeah, I know.
Those are based on books, and I believe it was Dearly Dreaming Dexter. God, I'm gonna fuck that up. But anyway, I listened to that on audiobook, and it was pretty good.
Cool. I bet that was something that was good for audiobook.
Yeah, I think the actual author narrated it, and he narrated it with like different voices for every character and stuff.
Cool. That's right on. I think that's a good thing for creative to do. Definitely put your own spin. You put that real reality to it. Be like having Stephen King read a book to you or something.
It was funny listening to him, like the I forget what rank she is in the police, the detective or whatever, and she's got like this thick Cuban accent, and him narrating in a heavy Cuban female accent while he's just a white male. It was good.
Hey, maybe there's that that reference, I suppose.
Yeah, he created the character. Couldn't get into the books.
So, what are you working on, Paul? Are you still working on that wing?
Yeah, so we were talking about, well, I mentioned this a little bit before we came on. I don't think I did anything last stream, like nothing productive, zero productivity. So like these are the wings. This is as much wing as the wing has. So I'm going to finish definitely the wings up, and I don't know if I'm going to go. This kit comes with an action base, so either from here I'll do the action base or the weapons maybe. We'll see. But his body's still done.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. The whole body's done. It's just the rest of them.
Nice.
That'll be completed. How about you, Brian? What you got going on, man?
Well, heard a dirty little nasty little rumor that the paint on plastic K-Comp might get pushed back a week or so or more into March. So I only have about probably like a day and a half worth of work left to do on the model because I'm oil rendering right now. Here, let me pull some out so you guys can see what's going on. Had some fun with the decals. Dorking around, did some chipping, and then this one I haven't gotten to with the oil rendering yet. This is just the don't look at me, look at the model. Yeah, this is just where I've gotten to. It doesn't want to focus. Well, sorry guys, my bokeh is horrible. But yeah, so did a bunch of work on that, laid down a ton of decals, had a lot of fun. I pulled from I have some wingnut 1:20 scale World War I German airplane decals. Here, let me pull them out. To the decal bag. It's not really a bag, it's a drawer. And it has two like big ass recipe books that I keep all my decals in. It allows me to keep everything sorted out straight. So I always fuck this up. There it is. Whew. The 10% rule. You've got to be 10% smarter than the thing you're trying to operate. All right. So I failed. Don't tell anybody. Good thing no one but you and me are here right now. So yeah, so I got these wingnut wings decals. Check it out. Got these on eBay for shit, I can't remember, like $6-8 a piece probably. But they're like enough decals to do a couple of different like sets of planes. Whoa. Almost lost them. And then in here I have some other decals because I keep everything organized. It's good to keep stuff organized. I have a lot of plastic bags. I always save plastic bags. I'm one of those weird guys that hoards that shit. But I'm reusing them constantly. So more bags for more decals keeps everything clean and safe and dry and ready to use. And that's ideal, that you can find your stuff easily and it's separate. And you don't have to like flip through a shitload of stuff, which you inevitably end up having to do anyways. But still, the less is more. So, but yeah, I have some Mr. Smith ME262 decals here from when I did the Dogfighter, and then behind that is what's left over from the Macon kits. But these were cool because it allowed me the opportunity to use some different language stuff that's still German because it's all German decals, which is kind of funky. But yeah, and then just pulling from the other interesting things that I have to pull from, like some train decals, some stock car decals. I got like some great like engine part stuff and like a Pepsi decal, and like just trying to have some fun with it, you know, make it something that's a little bit more original and give the pilot a little bit of character. She got gussied up a little bit. There she is.
Still got the rod in her ass, I see.
Yeah. I got a little. I made a little squiggle in it so that I can actually manipulate it while I'm trying to paint it. But I went through, and you probably can't really tell, but I resculpted in her armpits, which you can kind of see there. So the armpits were like just obliterated by the casting and assembly process. So her arms looked really bad. And I had tried to do some work before with the tooling that I had at hand, which is just files and sandpaper and then chisels. I have very small gouges, like a millimeter and a half wide gouge for doing like lithography, essentially. So yeah, I had used those tools and then fucked it all up. I'm not gonna lie. And then I went and filled it back in with super glue because it's the easiest thing to use with resin to get something good. So I use it with super glue and I set it up, and then I went through and I tried to sand that out, and that didn't really work out very well. And then I got this wonderful David 550 David Union D550 rotary tool with a teeny tiny little ball head in the amount of all the stuff that I bought on purpose. And I was able to use that to sculpt away the parts that were too low. And then I went in with some standard, which I need to get more, because look at this shit. It's fucking gone. Look at that. I never know more. It's gone. This is from same people that made that. Squadron. I think this is Squadron, right? Yeah, Squadron Products, white putty. This is just their simple white putty. Found out about this stuff from Curio Ventura. Very simple, fast putty, but it's a little bit chalky. So you have to usually I'll use it and then back it with something. This, I just put it down, sanded it out, or sculpted it and then sanded it out, and then laid down some 500 by brush so that it was nice and thick. Got in there good to go. Sanded it down. C'est magnifique. Anyways, that's what I did on that little guy, or lady, for that matter. Oh, this is pretty good. But yeah, some other decals, and then just some weathering and stuff that had started. I haven't hit this with any oils yet, so that's just the hairspray chipping. Don't look at me. That's just the hairspray chipping.
Very nice. Is that that big white bird? I don't.
That is from the wing nuts. Yeah, that is from is a decal.
Okay.
How about that masterful decal work? Yeah,
quite a.
I feel good. Not gonna lie. I had to. That is really the high quality of the wingnut decals for this particular stuff, because it did not want to lay flat. I applied a setter first, just like a kind of tack up the surface of the clear coat, because it's all done with like a Mr. X GX gloss to start, so you get that nice glossy finish to begin with, and then to lay the decal on top of it. Laid down with you let that tack off, and then you can put the decal down on top of it, and then you have to just very carefully massage it and position it, and then hit it with the melter or the softer, and then you have to hit it. You have to hit it again. You have to hit it again, and you have to hit it again. But if you are delicate with it, or delicate enough with it, and then get it to all matte down, it will lay down flat. It just takes a little bit of time and patience and dedication to it. Same deal with the letters. These are all letters that were all cut out, or numbers that were, or letters that were all cut out individually and then laid down. They're a little bit thick, but they're on compound curves. So there's compound curves, because that one curve has a ridge on it that the 9 is on. So it's double compound, but that's just the decal softer. So if you use them right, if you have the right kind of decals, the Hasegawa decals, this is a Hasegawa, yeah. Decals fucking nice. I like them a lot. A little bit thick, but it worked out in the end. So that's, I went through and did all the heavy legwork on the whole model, chipping and getting everything right. And then here's the main body. And then, as you can see, I started going in and doing some oil work on that. So it's got some drippies. Over there's a bunch more drippies and corrosion and stuff like that, on the lead edge of the front part of the armor. Started doing some rendering on the leather on the seat to give it a little bit more of a leather look, But yeah, just having fun with that. And then up here on the pauldron, there's another one of those ones where I use the World War I aircraft decal. And then for this, I slit the H part on the outside of the long line so that it would allow it to roll around a little bit. Otherwise, because the film was a little bit long, otherwise you could go through and trim the film down to the side of the opaque part of that, the H part, to get that to curve around. Otherwise, you might get a weird wrinkle on that.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there's the fun decals on the bottom. They're not really wanting to focus, but it's just a little different automotive decals from the stock car stuff that I have on hand. But yeah, so I guess that's going to be chill for a second. So I'm going to work on something else, which is the USA Gundam Zaku Aurelius. I'm going to stop looking at myself. I'm too big. The USA Gundam Store Zaku Aurelius competition. If you guys don't know about this, which I'm sure you probably do, but I'm going to say it anyways, just in case somebody doesn't know. There is a new competition going down with Zaku Aurelius and USA Gundam Store that is the clean versus dirty build off. You have to use a kit that is basically a mecha or like, you know, a regular mecha. Can't be like a power suit like Ultraman or Kamen Rider or something like that. But it has to be like a mecha. And mecha. And
man to mecha.
Yeah, it can't be like a spaceship, or it can't be like an airplane or anything like that. Sorry, Z. And Shards, no, sorry, real quick. Steve, no, I was not able to go and pick up my package. I'm gonna have to go and pick that up on Saturday when I have a free day, which is fine. I'll let you know as soon as I get it. Take a picture of me like this. The package, you'll see. But yeah, so Zach and USA Gundam's little competition going on. Zach's Patreon group in the Discord figured out that they would be cool to have a clean contest versus dirty, you know, so we were like a clean 1, 2, 3 and a dirty 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, or however the fuck it is. And yeah, so they've got some good judges, and you do the regular Zach thing, and it's like you pick a kit and you choose what you're going to do. So I'm going to do a Sinanju Stein because I have some Steins.
I heard if you paint it purple, you get bonus points.
If it's clean, only if it's clean.
Yeah, only if it's clean and it's purple. A little bit of bonus.
So I have one that is clean snapped. Well, I painted the eyes. I don't think that counts. Only the eyes. I don't think that'll be a difference. Oh, you disqualified. No, yeah. So I did this. Gosh, a couple years ago. Yeah, a long time ago. Very well said. But that being said, I have another one. Thank you, Kyle. Please upload. Send me this for Christmas. So I got another one. And I also, before that, because I really, really, really like the Stein, I have a narrative as well. Also, I feel attacked, says Z.
What's up, Z? How's it going, man? Sorry, I guess I should read this new chat that I have open.
Z's Brown Paul status is being challenged this evening.
Yeah, it's been said that I am Radagast the Brown. So does that make me Brown Paul? Or I don't know. I don't know where this was going.
You could be Brown Paul and Z could be Persian Paul.
Persian Paul.
He'd be like, now I feel attacked. I don't think that's an attack. It was supposed
Sands
to
of Time Paul.
Sands of Time Paul. Why the fuck was that Jake Gyllenhaal? Why the fuck was that? He says deep brown Paul.
Deep brown Paul. I like it.
There you go.
Oh, man.
All right. So I totally have my idea down for the Stein, whichever Stein I decide to use. I don't know which Stein I'm going to use, though. Looking at the one that I built, before, it is very dirty because it has been sitting on top of a Detolf for many, many moons.
Many a moon.
In the same position.
So we were talking a little bit about this before we got on stream, and obviously the biggest difference between them are the sleeve markings, and Brian mentioned he wasn't really interested in the sleeve markings, but the narrative has the badass rifle.
Oh, right. That's right.
It has the bazooka rifle.
And it comes with the Zook, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with the bazooka.
I don't think you have to put it on the bottom of the gun either. I think you can.
No, it's the same. It assembles the same way that the regular Sinanju integrates with the Sazabi's bazooka. Or no, I'm sorry, with the way the Sazabi's bazooka integrates. The
way the Sazabi's bazooka integrates.
Sazabi's rifle.
Yeah.
It's the Sazabi's rifle that integrates with the Stein's bazooka, because the original Stein comes with a bazooka, but it does not fuse with the gun.
Right.
That is the difference. So this gun is just different in general. It is square. where this other one is more rounded. I never noticed that before, and I haven't watched any of the reviews because I don't watch reviews. You know, if I want to, I'll buy them on regardless.
It is badass. It's a badass gun. Badass rifle.
Yo, Char's like, yo, tonight on Pimp My Gunpla. Yo, dog, we heard you like Stein, so we put some Steins on your Stein so you can Stein while you Stein. The real funny thing would be to get a Stein and make it an Oktoberfest build. Somehow you got to make it like got a pot belly with like some brats and a beer, like a big ass beer.
Like, I can see it like painting it orange and then putting like the big Jägermeister logo on it. It's almost like there's a like a race car, like a Porsche that comes in that style.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Now you get like the St. Pauli girl like on your shoulder, decal on the shoulder on one side. Yeah, cause this one very nice, yes, but different on the gun. But that is okay because I do not want to have the fancy gun for the build. It is decided. Yeah, and I'm not going to use the one that I've already built because I'd have to clean it.
And then the eyes, they're a problem.
I know, really, it's like it'd be like cheating because I already painted the eyes, right? Yeah. See,
puts you, like at least a week ahead of everybody else. So
unfair. Not to mention the fact that I already pre-sanded the entire surface of everything down to 15,000 grit. It's basically ready to go. All you'd have to do is like take it apart, clean it, and then paint it if you wanted to go that route. But yeah, no, that's a cheating. There it is.
Very well.
All right then, Paul, are you in the neighborhood, Paul?
Yeah. Dave dust-proofed his detol with weather stripping. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Mine don't get a lot of dust in them though. It's the top that, if anything, I have to dust it, and I always keep shit on the models on the top of them, so I got to take those off and dust them.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that's been on top in the back, up on a piece of foam behind the UCS. Basically, right behind the UCS Boba Fett Slave 1 from Lego, right? Mm-hmm. Got that up there. Yeah, this and the Turn X have been just like getting funky. My landlord smokes cigars. I mean, I smoke a little bit, but my landlord fucking smokes cigars, and it is nasty in here. So everything gets like a grossness to it. Yeah, we'll move someday. Hold up. Steve says, do I have any tips for someone who hasn't built a machining creaker kit before? Anything to be careful of? Well, one thing. What's up, Davey? Everybody else is saying, what's up, Davey? What's up, Davey? What's up, Typhurius? What's up, Ronan and Santos and Guy Dagogi and John Lynn and Miguel and Manny again and Typhurius and Julio somewhere out there in the Negaverse.
Jules.
There you go, Julius MC. Sorry it took me a long time to get around to that, but that's what's going on with my kid. Maybe I've been talking about it for 20 minutes. Gosh, I hope not. But yeah, so things to think about for the machining creaker kits. There's going to be some seams that you're going to have to fill. I like to, what I did with mine, I've only built one, that one. But I built a lot of models in my day, which are similar to it. It's more in line with, it's like a cross between like a Gundam and like a traditional car model to a degree. So there will be seams that you will need to glue and fill. It will mostly stay together. I had to use tape. There are parts that are not going to stay together, like things that could just get veneer style attached to the surfaces. And then things that just get plugged into slots that are going to have to be glued. But yeah, I just used like little bits of tape to hold everything together to make sure the fitment was right, sanded stuff down to get things together, and then, glued it up like it was a race car, kind of. There are parts that are meant to come apart, like with that one, the head and the shoulder parts, like the arms slip into polycaps. So that is the advantage where it is kind of like a cross into a Gundam kit or a modern kit, because there are some polycaps, but a lot of it is kind of fixed, or very simple. So yeah, that's what I can say about that. Super glue is your friend, good putty, and yeah.
They're filming the Fast and the Furious movie in Brooklyn.
No, they are not even anywhere near me in Bed-Stuy, I assure you. We've had film crews on the block before. There's a brief period where they were like always across the street. Dave B says machine crew kits are more work, right? Well, yeah, they can be a little bit more work because they have seams.
I would say Gundam kits are just extremely simple.
Gundam kits are candy.
Yeah, more than anyone else's is difficult.
Yeah. They're a bit more work, but it's rewarding work and it's fun. It's a little bit more like doing your traditional armor model or whatever, where they have options, and they're definitely open for interpretation. Clearly, I took a little bit of a liberty with mine.
Creative liberties.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll see those too. Like Luca Zampriolo, Calamity has like a really awesome. He made something that he called the Kiwi, where he took it was like the Otter and like another kit, the Jerry or something like that. No, it was the Jerry and something else, the Super Jerry and something else. Then he made something that he called the Kiwi, which is like a silly but beautifully painted. He brush painted everything, and he does like a high-speed tutorial that's like 3 different parts on his like kind of overview. He's like, I didn't really go into the making of it. He's like, basically, I took these 2, I stuck them together, I filled it in with putty, and I add texture. And then it really just deals with the painting, which is awesome. So check it out if you guys get the opportunity. I want to do something I've never done before, and I will take my chance for the first cup. Do it. Yes. I like this. Definitely. And then, OMC is also starting, or has started. It's almost a whole month in. I'm way more prepared this year than I was last year. So that's a plus.
Time frames are good.
I have taken the same amount of. I've actually taken less steps last year. So this year I took more steps towards my final product, and the fact that I have sketched out and thought about ideas more so. So, cheers to that.
I was telling you earlier, I'm still going back and forth on Zach's contest. I kind of want to do something. I think mainly just to challenge myself to complete something in time. Like I really don't even care about what it is I do or which kit, but I kind of just want to give myself a deadline and actually meet it for once. What is the deadline on that? I don't even know. I have to look it up.
It is May 1st.
Okay, that's doable.
So you get March and April.
That's doable. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'll decide this weekend for sure. I'll finalize my.
I'm gonna do some things to my build. I have the whole thing figured out. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'm going to do some changes. I'm just not going to do like the crazy stuff that I normally do. I'm not going to go like real balls to the wall. Only kind of balls to the wall.
Half balls.
Like ball to the wall.
One ball.
One ball.
One ball, one wall.
Maybe ball and a half. We'll see.
One kit this year finished by May.
What?
Yeah.
Hey. Did I start building the Maquet before Grimace? I don't remember. Let me take a looky-loo. Taking it back. Oh man. Well, there's Christmas, and That is definitely not the machine creator kit. Well, there you go. No. Wait. Here we go. Day 1. What day was this? November 21st? Definitely before Christmas. So, super before Christmas. Oh, yeah, the world ended then. No. Things got real crazy in my life. Cool, though. Excellent. So, yeah, it's been a couple months. I haven't started anything yet this year, though.
You should enter your resin DOM conversion. Yeah, but I did a lot of work on that already. I mean, the DOM was built. I don't have a clean snap built DOM because I cut it apart, and the only thing on the resin kit that really needs figuring out still is the head. I think everything else I've like dry assembled. It was just the head. The head has like a big seam across the top of it. And the mask
it's supposed to be there too, I think.
Is it?
I think so. I've looked at some imagery on.
I know mine. The it doesn't fit great. Like I'd have to put them in place and sand the surfaces to get them to match perfectly. And the face mask, the glass on the mask is a little. The resin part
weird,
doesn't fit perfectly with the stock glass, so I had to cut the glass down a little bit, and then the inside of the resin, like that cross, had a lot of. Not flash, but like built up resin. So you had to like sand it down, but it's still pretty thin. So you kind of got to be careful when you're sanding it. But anyway, it's too far along for me to enter it in there. I actually have 2 kits that I'm interested. So I just have to decide between them. They'd both be in the clean category as well, because just the aesthetic, I want to go with both of them. So, and I have them both snapped, so that's also afforded me a little bit of time to like make a decision here. So we'll see. I'll look at if I have anything coming up here outside of Gunpla building that's gonna take my time. But we'll see. I might just go for it. Back it.
This guy back here. He's gonna stand back here for now. Where's the guy? Oh, there you go. Look this way. Here you go. Gorgeous. You're a gorgeous boy.
What kits? I have the Hyakushiki, and I actually have a Sinanju Stein narrative version. And I have things in mind I've always wanted to do both when I painted them. Yeah, I have the. I love the sleeve markings. So, but I have the regular Verka as well, and they're both just snap built. And obviously the Hyakushiki. Well, obviously I will be.
Damn it!
That didn't sound good.
It was
stripping it.
I fell across so many things, and then at the very last second, after it was down, it went.
Yeah, the Shiki I'd have to strip, which is not a big deal. And the Stein, I have a real particular color scheme I want to go with. So it's just kind of, do I want to go with the aesthetic that I want with the Shiki or the color I want with the Stein? I don't know. We'll see. So I'll next week when we see you guys again, I will definitely have a decision. But I'm leaning towards doing it, just to do it, just to challenge myself to finish something. It would also challenge me to really just finish the last like 3 pieces on the Jesta, just to get it out of my face. Because I have this thing about leaving like something unfinished if I'm going to start painting something else. So that would be good. I don't know. How many of you guys are entering? And what are you guys entering, if you care to tell? I know, this
Well,
one.
we know Steve's. This is what fell. It wasn't anything major. Just this P Bandai Hazen Flay. So we know Steve's doing Machine Krieger.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I didn't know if he was entering that in the competition, or he was just
that's the
looking
idea.
to do it. Cool.
Pabs says he was in the dungeon painting up a storm. Why are you painting storms, Pabs? You should be painting your resin models. Actually, I'm sure he's working on the Barbatos. Looks amazing.
Yes, I was looking at the work in progress photos he posted earlier. Was that earlier or yesterday? It looks great, though.
Was it earlier, I think? Or was it yesterday?
I like it a lot. Ooh. I'm entering a weathered White Knight Blockade kit. Cool, man.
Oh, shucky dang. Oh, shucky dang darn.
Fucking kits, man.
Whoa.
The wings are more complicated than I thought they would be. It's a lot of parts. I don't remember
Look, man. Think about it, right? You're skilled. You've been doing this for a long time. You got a lot of like history with building stuff and fixing shit, your whole life and everything, man. So I want you to take those broken wings and learn to fly again.
Sorry.
It's the lead-in that helps to sell the whole joke. I just went to the fridge and grabbed myself a little bit of modeling fluid. Excuse me. I have the Juicifer IPA.
Ooh, what's up, man?
Voodoo
You've been
Ranger.
into the juicy and the hazy IPA lately?
From Voodoo Ranger.
Yes.
Pretty good. New Belgium. Recommended to me through podcast from these cool dudes that do a scale modeling podcast called Scale Model Mojo. There are a couple of older head dudes from Kentucky that like drink bourbon and beer and talk about models, like scale modeling stuff. One guy's an armor modeler, the other guy's like a scale, like basically 1/72 scale, which he calls the true scale. But he's an aeronautical modeler, and they just talk shop, kind of the same thing that you and I do, Paul, with the with Gundam and stuff like that. But they're talking about modeling kits and stuff, or other ones like regular scale model kits, traditional stuff. But they also drink a lot. And they recommended this. If you guys get a chance, check them out on Stitcher or whatever. I'm sure they're on iTunes and all that shit. But good stuff.
I will second their recommendation. I like Voodoo Ranger as well.
Nice.
What did I do? No. Did I fuck it up? I fucked it up. God damn.
Paul?
I forgot a part. Read the directions.
Well, you're just following the rules. Modelers never look at the instructions.
I'm even looking at the instructions and I just missed it. Shh, I forgot a feather. God,
you're not supposed to tell anyone. So now this model kit is so new. I just pulling the S-elephane off it. That crispy. I will mute myself because I don't want to put you through bag hell. Not to be confused with bag end. Hobbit? All right.
Is that it? Did I do it?
I also got to take the photo.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. I don't have the box for any of these. I guess that doesn't matter, right? As long as it's just a snap-built kit. Should be fine.
Yeah, you should save your boxes anyways. You keep them.
I cut the front of it off, so I guess that would be fine.
Well, you got that, right?
Yeah, that should be good. And I keep the whatchamacallit. Yeah, I just can't keep like the empty box, you know what I mean? Like
no.
So
I split
space.
you know me, I blow out the corners and I keep the flat. Just like I do with my old Lego boxes when I was a little kid.
So
I've done it since 1986. I've done it.
Blow out the corners and cut it, so I just keep like literally the front
you
of
just
the
keep
box.
the art. Yeah. I like the stuff on the sides because I'm that kind of nerd. I used to do that with all my other model kits when I was a kid too, with all the like Tim Daniels kits. And oh shit, I got a fucking awesome Tim Daniels kit. Did I show you that yet?
No.
All right, I will in 1 second. Don't touch anything. Okay. So when I was a kid, I used to build a lot of car models and a lot of airplane models, just like every other kid did. I don't know, maybe not every other kid. I assume so. But anyways, this was like the late 80s and the early 90s.
Unfortunately.
And yeah, one of the last kits I built was a model that was designed by Tom Daniel. And it was a paddy wagon, like not Sportster, but like a rat rod paddy wagon with like a super chopped out front with slicks on the back and like all this amazing gold, like beautiful cool decals and like just this like engine with a huge ass blower and pipes. It was so fucking cool. I loved it to death, but it was at the point where I was like about to be more interested in like chasing chicks and stuff like that than like putting together models. So yeah, that's what happens. You're a teenager. Welcome reality. So I was watching some stuff. Here's me plugging another thing that I'm not even close affiliated with. Max Models YouTube channel does like great history stuff on like Monogram and Ertl and Tamiya and Bandai even, and does some stuff with Hasegawa and just like history things. Aurora out of New York, an old model company, Revell. All of these model companies. It just goes through with like a brief overview of that stuff, talks about different designers. I watched one where he was talking about Tom Daniel, was like, oh shit, that's right. Had like a major nostalgia moment. It was like, this is great. And I went and looked at a bunch of really cool stuff and I bothered the dudes in the chat, but I ended up picking up this guy right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Rod, a half track with like 2 fucking skeletons in it. And like the possibility for like a chopped out kind of engine, just this ridiculous crazy model, 1:24 scale, so it's not super huge, but this is going to be fun. I'm going to put this together later this year as just like a grin, and then when the next time there's an IPMS, I'll take it and put it in an IPMS. Maybe I'll do like a little diorama for it or something. I can add it in as an armor kit or something fun,
That is dope. I like the half track on the back.
Yeah, definitely. There's another one that he has that's like super cool. It's a Brian Loves Rommel's Rod. Weird, Julio. There's another one called the Red Baron, which is like Julio's real funny. There's one that's called the Red Baron, which has like a chrome Blitzkrieg German helmet on like a coupe body with like a modified airplane engine as the engine, and like some like, what do they call them? The like machine guns that they had on the airplanes back in the day, like mounted on the front of it, and it's all like red and chrome and weird, and they call it the Red Baron. So it's like a funny take on a rat rod, but also, yeah, that model has sold like millions of copies. And I'd love to get my hands on one. There's like a one that's in like a tin. It comes in like a commemorative like tin with the whole model and everything inside of it. I might pick one up. Treat myself to something here. Julio says the Dendra's fully snapped. He was dragging ass on one shield and a rocket launcher. It's hard, man. It's a big kit. It's a lot of plastic.
It's a big kit.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's faulting you.
Did you get to like the GP03 and you were just like, fuck this kid?
Maybe. That's right.
I feel like that would be like the bad part, right? Like the Dendrobium, I think I'd be excited to snap. I'd get to like the high grade GP03 and be like, ugh. You too, huh?
I don't know. I remember because my weird big combo kit bash that I have that's not even close to what Julio's about to fully undertake. He's only doing this is the first part of 3 crazy parts. But with the XS and the Deep Striker, and then putting those 2 together, I remember snapping up the XS and then leaving it alone for more than 9 months, if not like a year or more. Actually, yeah, because I had the Deep Striker for a year before I built it, and I built the XS before I built the Deep Striker, before I got it, I think. Or maybe I got them around the same time. That might be the case. Anyway, neither here nor there. But yeah, so to do that, like, you know, build this big ass thing, build this big ass thing, build this big ass thing. All right, put them in a Julio blender. Choochify it.
Chooch it up.
Chooch it up. Mm-hmm.
Give it the chooch.
Bring out the chooch. Bring out the gimp. Bring out the chooch. Chooch is sleeping. Well, I guess you're going to have to wake him up now, won't you? Fuck nap. Oh my gosh, I am laughing. At least somebody is.
I missed another part in this goddamn kit, and it's like the center of the wings, like step 1 with the wings. Very good. Good job.
Super green. Wow. That green is like kryptonite. Barely see that. I don't like that. I don't like the red.
Don't break the wings, Paul.
Get chooched. Yo, I've been thinking about watching Get Duked again. Have you seen Get Duked, Paul?
I have not. What is that?
It is it was a comedy that was released early summer last year, I want to say, about these like 3 kids that are 3 British kids that go to do like the Duke of Eddington challenge or something like that, where they're supposed to go like follow a map and like teaches them like team building and shit, and they're just like 3 hood kids, and they get like, you know, recruited for it or whatever. And then it ends up being this thing where like some people are trying to kill him, and then just like the wildness that comes down with them like roaming through the countryside of like England and like doing crazy shit. It's called Get Duked, like the Duke of Eddington. Get Duked. Run the Jewels did a bunch of music for the soundtrack, and it's fucking hilarious. I know that I think I got some of the guys in the one of the private chats to watch it. But yeah, Get Duked if you get a chance. I can't remember if it was on Netflix or where the fuck it was. Good though.
GoFundMe.
Where am I
Gimp Chooch. What are you doing, man? Why are you Gimp?
Julio's not a Gimp.
He said Gimp. He needs to GoFundMe for the Gimp Chooch.
The whole town is crazy. Amazon Prime. Thank you, Julio. Oh yeah, that's right. All right, I did that. Here we go. Yeah, category. Put your name. Me. Should write it all with my left hand. A pencil. I think I'm gonna write it in marker. Riveting. There is a child.
Marker? What color marker are you thinking?
Blue, because it's me. There is a child that visits upstairs and runs from the front of the house to the back of the house.
Oh, yeah, that's
on end, over.
That's just what they do, man.
And over again.
It's just a thing.
For hours and hours. I have no children on purpose.
My kid sometimes has like he's calmed down a little bit. He's 5 now, but like especially when he was like 3, he'd get so much energy. He would just run around like our kitchen. You can go completely around it. He would just take laps around the kitchen, and I'm not talking like 3. I'm talking like 57 laps around the kitchen, and he wouldn't even be breathing heavy. I'm like, what the hell, kid? Like, he'd just be
like, that's why they put him to work in factories.
Yeah.
He's like 2. No. No, he's just scooting. He's look at him scoot. Look at him scooting.
He needs like
around
a treadmill to conduct power. Put him on like a water wheel. Getting electricity out of him. But yeah, it's a kid thing. I don't really get it. I don't run unless I have to.
Like what the day is today? Oh, it's 25th. Please try to pay attention.
Oh, stop it. Just got off work. How is everyone? Michael Dawson, we're good, man. How about yourself? Bro Builder. Let's get dirty.
Boom shakalaka.
You just shocked everyone. Everyone assumed you were doing a clean build. And now they're like, what? Dirty.
Take my boat. Where'd it go? Here we go. Take my boat out.
For our non-medical builds.
And to crack my phone real quick. Sometimes it doesn't want to take a photo very bright, and then I have to slap it in the mouth.
Slap it in the soup cooler.
Oops. I gotta take a better photo. That one has my winner best in show GBWC fucking photo that might be taken arrogant. I'm not trying to be arrogant. Here we go.
I gotta watch the video now. See, I haven't even watched his video.
He did it on the he did the announcement on Friday's live stream.
Yeah,
with Adam, which was pretty hype. And they talked about it, which was chill, you know. But then, I guess he did make another video, which is good because you can never have that those questions answered enough times.
Mm-hmm. Suppose I could pull it up on the Discord as well.
You're right. I never see you in there.
I never post in there. I don't know why.
I do. I mean, I don't post all the time because I don't want to I could be like a total dickhead and be all up in there and blowing up shit and all that. It's really good to just see what everybody's working on and try to I'll comment if I feel like my comment is necessary, but mostly I just I lurk and I look at people's stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why I never speak on his Discord.
Oh
It's
shit!
just
Pab
a
says,
thing.
speaking of free, we got a couple more prizes to enter into the Critiquack Core prize pool. Blah, 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 blah. So are you doing anything for the Critiqual Core build off, Paul?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I will be supporting. I'm ordering my purple hat to wear backwards on the stream.
Boop, boop.
Not forwards. Never wear the hat forwards. I want the one with no bill, so you can't tell. Like, I want one with double-sided adjustments.
With double snaps? You want double snaps?
I want double snaps.
Oh my god.
I'm going to buy 2 hats and mod them together. They're going to be sewn.
I love that. Double snaps? That is good.
Yeah, double snap hat.
Wow.
Is it forward?
No,
is it
and then you got to...
backwards?
Oh, fuck. And then you got to get somebody, like, if I still had my long hair, to wear it sideways and then do, like, pigtails out the 2 sides.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
John Lynn. No longer will he look like the Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
Paul, you can do it. Yes.
Oh my god.
He's trying to sleep. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Wow. I love it. Oh, yeah, I gotta check out the new Child and Mecha shirts. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, Tim's got his store back up and running. You know what I'm just gonna sell it all right now. Let's throw out the USA Gundam store banner. If you guys need some stuff, go to USA Gundam store. They got a bunch of cool ass shit. You can use my code, you can use Julio's code, you can use Ronan's code, you can use Team Awful's code, you can use Joel's code, you can use whatever. Doesn't matter. Just use 10%.
Use the code.
Yeah, it helps you save. Actually, if you use my code, then it lets Adam know that you're watching my stuff and being basically wherever you want to show your love. So yeah, if you want to throw love to Z, throw your love to Z. If you want to throw your love to Julio, throw your love to Julio. Definitely, it's all good. I mean, I'm super communal with that shit. So, but yeah, Tim's store, Child of Mecha, super recently reopened. He's just back to streaming. If you guys haven't been checking out Child of Mecha stream, go. If you unsubbed it because he disappeared because he's going through some shit, go back and resub because he's doing it again, and he's basically hosting the shows like he used to. He's super humble. Love that guy. His birthday is today. Yeah, today. So go roast him, and then come back on Mechanism tomorrow night for Roastinism, because it's gonna be Tim roast Tim. Pabs, I did already promote the It's All Words Baby t-shirt, which is the bro diatribe carefully transcribed out. I sort of skimmed it. There's a few things that are mixed up, but that is how I talk, and it's all good. Shar says I'm partial to the Ronin 10 code. There you go. Yeah, cool. So I took my photo. Took my thing.
Good. Check.
Very simple. Got it set up here. I just have it set up like this. You guys can see. So for those of you that haven't entered, I basically just did these right here. And that's the photo that I took. Was the kit unbuilt at the box. Got the card. Card's got my name, my country of origin, the date that it is, the category, dirty, and mail that to there we go. Mail that to ZachAureliusOfficial@gmail.com. And you're entered into the competition. Shouldn't be an issue. If there is an issue for whatever reason, Zach will get back to you within like a day or two. He'll get back to you within a day or two regardless.
Someone was asking that before if he had sent out confirmation emails yet, but
it's just him. So yeah, I'm sure
he also might be waiting to do like a bunch at once rather than sending everyone back an individual confirmation every time he gets an email. You know what I mean? Like, sit down for an hour and send out 150 confirmations rather than
the nickel and dime it. Yeah. Every time one comes in, send one out. That's a lot of time to do that.
To confirm.
To do it.
So I'm sure you'll be getting your confirmation emails here shortly.
Yeah, don't stress. Sometimes it takes a couple more days, and I mean, there's plenty of time. It's not going to hurt you to start working on your kid regardless. So if he says no, you can be like, why? And then there's an issue, you can correct it. And if not, then you have to choose a different kid. Oh, well, no big deal. Ultimately, not that big a deal. Let's see. This is... I gotta find out what the title of it is.
Title of the build?
No, of the
email
of the competition. Yeah, what I should title that. So I'm gonna go to Zach's YouTube. Here we go. Clean versus weathered. There it is. Clean versus weathered contest is the title of the email. Nice and easy.
From Russia with love. Go. It really switched. Does this work? Hey. I'm working on swings. Give me a second. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab something to drink.
I think that's a great idea. You guys can watch me look at my phone while I write an email to Zach explaining what I'm doing here. And you can listen to this thing traipse back and forth upstairs as though there was a herd of camel traveling through the desert. The desert was the apartment upstairs from my house. Close, Steve. That's Colin. It's Colin. It's like if every time you came into the room, people were like, Saraki! Doesn't make no sense. Just saying. Though that does kind of work, actually. I've entitled my build From Russia, Visa Love. I like it. I had another idea, because I had my initial idea, which is the one I'm sticking with. Then I had another idea, which was to take this little Meng, tune tanks, dude. Wow, the fidelity on my camera is beautiful right now. Go camera. Take this little Meng tank and do a tank head on something just for fun. But yeah, this is a Russian tank. For what it's worth. Fun little tank. If you guys haven't played around with these tune tanks, they are a nice little afternoon snap up. Actually, it's a glue up because you got to glue it. It's like a regular build. Like Sebastian and Grigoria. I don't know why I said it like that. That's not how I say things. This Juicifer is delicious. 7.7% by volume. I'm actually been a great big fan of the Juice Bomb IPA. If those of you out there that are of drinking age and like to drink beer, it is delicious. This shit is fine and dandy, like sugary candy. Char's Apprentice now says, Colin! Excellent. Thank you. Everybody loves a little course correction. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just look at Costa Concordia. Oh, Paul!
What's up? I shaved my head that quick. No.
Back Paul. I like it. Oh my God. Paul is White Ronin.
A little Local beer.
Yes.
This is due south.
Yes. Balls white bro. Oh, you got local beer? Excellent. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, this is so I live in a town called Boynton Beach. These guys are around the corner from me. This is a caramel cream ale. And it's good. Someone left it at my house last weekend. Sucks for them.
Maybe they left it on purpose.
Yes, they did. I'm just billing. What the?
With your hair, Dave.
I'm probably going to cut it off real soon here. It's starting to get quite annoying. I'll make a little match. Is that the kid yelling? Is that the kid running? I hear like, is that really? I just heard like.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's pip 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 for just until like 1 or 2 in the morning.
That's a little ridiculous.
It's cool.
My kid goes to bed at like 8.
It's stomping now. It's stomping around now, like it's angry about something. I want to go upstairs and stomp around with its parent or its guardian. Because it's not the child's issue. The child is just being a child. It cannot help itself.
Right.
The parent, on the other hand, the guardian.
On the top of my head.
Oh, there's the issue.
I don't know if it'll
Paul Bigelow make.
It will probably get up on the top of my head. Like here, I don't know. The back of my hair is not that long. Maybe. It might be able to. I don't know. I've never tried. I don't have another hair tie, or I would put my double snapback pigtails in. You know?
Your busted puffs.
Twin tails.
Just get the ends of your hair. Just get the end of your long hair permed, and then like do it like Princess Leia puffs on the side of your head.
Oh boy. A man bun. Yeah, that's what it's in now. Jerry curls. I don't know if I can do that. Oh man. I'll get a French braid. My wife might be able to do that. I don't think I can French braid my own hair. I don't think I'm that kind of coordinated. I could maybe French braid someone else's hair, but I don't think I'm coordinated to work on myself there. Something.
Let's see.
Oh no. Come on. I didn't pay attention to that. This thing's got like a gearing system. So when you open up one side of the wing, but in not paying attention to how I was assembling it, I didn't line up the gears correctly. So one wing was out further than the other. But it's nice, man. This is a good kit. I know the wing design is kind of hit or miss with a lot of people, but would I be able to enter my PGU into the dirty versus clean off? I have the frame all snapped together. As long as you didn't paint anything, you should be fine.
Yeah, I think so. It can be snapped clean.
But were you not painting the head already?
Yeah, you were already working on it. I thought he had a couple, though. I don't know. I think he was mostly talking about it more than he was getting too deep into it. That would have to be between you and Zach, Michael, I would say, really. It depends on your level of doneness, because it's friggin' huge, for one. But yeah, it can't be something that you've already like put time into. Just run them across the ceiling. Antonio Palderas. Paulanu Reeves.
Did he have tied back hair? What did he have?
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves, of course. John Wick, man.
It was tied back. I remember being long.
Or slick back, potato tomato.
Potato.
Constantine, or like
it was short in Constantine.
It was short in Constantine. What about 47 Ronin?
Oh, right.
Yeah, Constantine. I like Constantine. Decent special effects. Story is not like the comic books. It's not a comic book movie. It's not. It's just not.
Nah.
Yeah.
I wish they would have done more with that movie even.
There you go. Z says 47 Ronin.
Okay.
Yep. 47 Ronin's great.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
47 I watched Ronin. That after like the boys and I were talking about that shit. Like I think the beginning of quarantine. I don't think I had watched it yet. Or I'd watched it once when I was like heckin' drunk one night or something. And they were talking about it. I was like, what the fuck? And I watched it again with like clear eyes and was like, oh fuck yes. And I think I watched it at least a half a dozen times since then. Because it's decent to put on in the background. It's a longer movie, great special effects.
Just good action in general.
Yeah, interpretation of traditional tale, I also watched 13 Assassins too with Takashi Miike, which is also very, very good. Paul Wick. There you go.
Paul Wick. We did like a small Halloween get together, like just a couple of our friends, and I did not wear a costume, and I was like, I'm Paul Wick when he's just chilling with the dog, like before they killed his dog, like he was retired, he was hanging out at the house.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm that version of John Wick. That's what I'm dressed up as. Wasn't Constantine based off of Vertigo, or was it Sandman? I know they have like a Constantine graphic novel, right?
Oh yeah, Constantine is Hellblazer. John Constantine, that's Hellblazer from Vertigo, DC Vertigo. That's
Vertigo. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So back when I was into like Sandman comics, Neil Gaiman, and who did all of the amazing artwork for the front? I have the book right over here of all the artwork. The Sandman dust covers by Dave McKean. Yeah, Dave McKean. He did all of the amazingness, all this really, really awesome vignette and like photography work. So crazy cool. Like done in the 90s. It looks like it's all computer generated, but it's all actual photographs and like set pieces. It's amazing. Yes, Constantine, like I said, Constantine was based off of Hellblazer from Oh, you can't. I forget that everyone's behind us by like 30 or 40 seconds or something. So like I'm saying these things and everyone's checking in. Mine under my MGP Band-Aid Jagan into the build off.
Go for it.
Well, there you go. As long as you get it in time and you feel comfortable building it, man, I think that's great. I have a Jagan that's already snapped that I thought about throwing around for Fonzos. Whoa, Constantine was in Swamp Thing first, so I think it was also created by Alan Moore, which makes sense because a lot of that stuff wasn't Preacher created by Alan Moore also, or at least was written for a minute. Preacher was really, really good. I read some of the graphic back when I was young, and then like which was just like visceral as fuck. And then I've also enjoyed the I think it's the Amazon series.
AMC, no?
Thank you. AMC. Just like Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah. Into the Badlands. I like that one.
It's not bad either, yeah.
I think I watched like the first 2 seasons and I haven't watched since, but the first season especially was pretty cool. Into the Badlands. AMC had quite the run there for a little bit, and they kind of fell off more recently.
Yeah, what were they?
I mean, they had Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. Like, those were all kind of back-to-back there.
Yeah, Walking Dead, like...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. But the first, like, 2 seasons were... or a couple of seasons, I'll say, were extremely popular, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And good. I liked the first handful of seasons for sure. Paul Segal.
I do kind of think that's hilarious, actually. Paul Segal.
Yep. On Deadly Ground.
Not to be confused with Katie.
Yeah, don't know.
Segal.
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Paul. Paul Segal and Hard to Ward.
Under Siege. Above the law.
Under law, above the siege. Simultaneously, movies about a guy tunneling and a guy flying in an airplane.
Exit wounds. That was a bad one. I do love me some 90s Seagal movies. They were good. Nicolas Cage. Lucifer. I have not watched Lucifer. Did someone buy that show out? Because I feel like that was on like ABC or something, and then now it's somewhere else.
I pinched the holy shit out of my finger with some pliers, like around a week and a half ago or so. Yeah, boys. Right there is the blood blister that is left over, and I can just finally cut it off of my hand. It has been so long, my dudes. Holy fucking cow. Definitely not something to stop the presses about, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, fuck you, you fucker. You know how it is, right? Because like this little part right here, right, closes like destroy you style. Actually, I think it was this one. Was it this one? Which one was I using? I can't remember which one I was using. But yeah, it fucked me up. Oh wait,
I had one a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember which. We went to Universal, and I forget like what ride I got on, but like I was leaning, like I was like a little this way or something, and the guy closed the thing, and I got one in my rib cage, and it was like the most annoying. I was like, oh god, what was that?
Oh, damn, I've done that, especially like when
I've never gotten one in like in that kind of area. I was like,
I don't got like love handles. I got like love grips now. I used to have handles for a second there, like good handles. And occasionally them shits would get pinched on something. And oh my God, does it hurt? Just a little nip, just a little think. Oh my God, does it fucking hurt?
This was like like, I guess that would, I don't know if that would hurt more or less. But this was like on the rib cage. Like, so I don't like, it was just skin, but it was like, that hurts. Why did you do that?
Devilish. That shit is devilish, man.
Netflix bought it. Okay. I thought someone bought it because now that you say that, I remember seeing it on Netflix and I thought it was like an AMC show. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, like an ABC or CBS or like one of those type of things. What is up, Alex? How's it going, man?
Doof. Mr. Alex. Hello?
How is life on the other side of the world, bud?
He's in the future, you know.
He is in the future. If you guys want to know something going on in the future, Alex may be able to tell you. Morning. It's hot. What do you mean? No. Is it hot there right now?
It was snowing like a week ago.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say anything because it's always hot here, but
true, you guys, America's Wang definitely lucked out with the last polar vortex business.
Yeah, even if we had gotten something, we would have been like 60 degrees. We don't get that kind of polar vortex here. Like 80 out. That's crazy. That's a big change, man. It's like 80 here as well, but that's the norm. We got maybe like a month or two where it'll stay in the 80s, but it won't be that humid. And then like April, the humidity will really kick in. And then by May, it's full blown 95 degrees, high humidity. Death. Snow to AC in a week. That's crazy. cannot comprehend. Texas? Julio says it's like Texas. Did Texas get hot again? God, I feel horrible for them because then all that shit's going to melt and turn into floods and slush. And
Chris said that.
He had flooding.
Chris said that it fucking no. He said that it was like 75 like a couple days ago.
That's terrible.
Practically summer here in Michigan, says Steve. 45 degrees.
That's disgusting.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be like Estonia, where they get like 6 weeks of summer at best.
No thanks. We get like, I don't know, single digit times a year where it drops maybe even into the 40s at night. I can't remember the last time it was like cold here during the day, like cold. Like where you had to wear anything more than maybe like just a sweatshirt. You know, sometimes it'll be cold like first thing when you wake up in the morning or overnight, but going to work now. Have a good day, Alex.
Enjoy, shit, man. Yeah. Thanks. Have a good day. I'm writing Zach an email. I apologize for my lack of interaction for the last 15 minutes. I write slow. I build fast, but I write slow. All right, I wrote out my email, attaching my photo. Photo attached. Send.
Detach cable.
Now it's 1,000 points of light. 1,000 points of light. Wait, Patrick Robertson. What's up, Patrick Robertson? Winner of the G40 last week.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact. Try a place called Longyearbyen. It is the most northern city, so no summer, and only accessible 2 months of the year. Longyearbyen. Zach says contest? Or Alex says contest about Zach? Yeah. Zach Aurelius and USA Gundam Store have a contest. Alex has had his head in the gym for several months.
He can't even build model kits anymore because he'll
just crush parts. He just crushes parts.
I would crush
He picked up a pair of nippers. He turned them into a diamond. It's not even the same minerals. I don't get it. While I on quarantine have becoming more lean. I do not have the same metalworker physique that I used to have. And that is okay. Alex laughed. He created another diamond. I don't know. He crushed the carbon molecules in the air with his laugh. It's a miracle. Midas. Oh goodness. All right. I'm gonna get one more brewski for the evening.
Do it up, man.
Oh yes, one more. I'm not gonna come back with a different hairstyle though.
You know, gotta keep people on their feet, man. But yeah, Alex, Brian's setting up for Zach's contest. He's actually, I don't know if he's going to start tonight, but he was going to snap a Sinanju Stein for the contest.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Different one. Last one was Juicifer. Still going on the same Voodoo Ranger multi-pack. Right now I have the Juicy Haze IPA.
That's good stuff.
Voodoo Ranger.
I love hazy or juicy IPAs. That's like my favorite beer.
Have you tried the Juice Bomb? I was talking about the Juice Bomb before you would come back from getting your
Juice Bomb. No, who makes beverage. That? That's Voodoo Ranger.
No, it's by Sloop.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You would like it a lot.
We have a place around the corner from me. They make they have What's My Haze again, and then 3 times the hazy. 3 times the hazy is really good, but they don't make it very often.
Juice Bomb's not very hazy. It's more juicy.
I think it's Heretic Brewing Company. They have You Can't Handle the Haze, or You Can't Handle the Juice. I like that one quite a bit. What else have I had? I've had all the New Belgium ones. Those are pretty good. I don't know. I can't even say.
Crazy American beers. All we have is no name. It's like how can I describe it? It's like wine, or like, where there's like a bunch of different kinds that are from a bunch of different ingredients that are made a specific way to taste a specific way. Or it's like, what else is it like? It's kind of like cannabis, I guess, right? Because there's a bunch of different kinds. They all taste a little bit different. They do a little bit of a different thing. Some are stronger, some are weaker, I guess, right? Weird way to describe that, but I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, it can't be like it's like beer, because it's not like cheese. Where they all come from different places, made from different things. They all have different flavors and different consistencies, but it's not like cheese at all, right?
No, and it's really the funny names are for
branding,
mainly craft brewing places as well, like small mom and pop style breweries. Like, you don't see like Budweiser coming out with like funny names.
Alex, you got to get those kids on the fitness. They get that fitness, so they get that fat ass. Like, one flight of stairs, dude. No, but it's the same way in the city. Like, go to Penn Station when I used to go to the city, which I don't anymore because fuck that pandemic. And coming out of the subway, there would be a line of people waiting to get on the escalator to walk up like a flight of stairs. You've been there, Paul.
Yep.
It's nothing. Just walk up the stairs. It's 10 seconds of energy expenditure. Your ass will thank you.
Especially you're going to take the escalator and then walk 7 blocks. Like, perfect.
No, they're going to take the escalator. They're going to take the escalator. They're going to walk 10 feet and they're going to beg someone to call a cab for them. Yeah, and they will. And then, yeah. It's not like you, me, and Sylvia when we walked around 11 miles in one day in the city.
She was like, the next day, she was like, my legs are so sore. But then the next day we went to, what the hell is the name of that park? The High Line. We went over to the High Line and then walked all around that. And then on the one end of the High Line, there's a beer garden. Like, so we went down. It's like right by.
I know it. It's like them by 14th Street, right?
Yeah. What the hell's the name of that neighborhood? The cobble street, the cobblestone street.
Meatpacking district. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's what the hell is the name of that part of the? Anyway, but we went there.
The West Village up into, well, it's like Chelsea kind of, but Chelsea's north of that slightly.
Yeah,
actually.
Chelsea's at the one side of the High Line, and then on the other end you're in I don't know, but it's all like cobblestone streets and everything. And then we went to that beer garden. We were so close to being late for our flight because you go to that beer garden and you buy tickets, and then that's what you exchange for beer. And they were all like heavy German beers and like the pretzels that are like that size.
Yes, I gotta check that out. It's not Chelsea Market, Santos. Yeah, Chelsea Market is right in there. It's actually Chelsea Market is under the High Line. Because where you can get onto the High Line is down on 14th Street, and then you can walk up into Midtown, essentially. But you walk over that whole, like, the whole area where all of the art galleries and everything are. We're in the 20s over on that side. Yeah. Man,
Greenwich Village.
I've done so much work in this city. It's
like
wild.
That area, isn't that like the one side of it's down by Greenwich Village?
He's not. It doesn't go that far down. The High Line, I think it pretty much starts down. Well, maybe it does go farther south, but I know it hits in the center on near 14th Street or 13th in that area by the meatpacking district. That's where all those
you do walk over.
Are.
You walk over like part of the meatpacking district. There's I think there was 3 entrances though. There was a place you could stop kind of midway, or
I think that's the part
like
that
2/3 of the way, and then you could go a little further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the place that I'm thinking about is probably that one, and that's probably right around that 14th Street area. We built a beer garden over there. So
yeah, no, John, not for the pretzel, mainly the beer.
Mainly the beer. Yeah. No, take the pretzel with you.
Yeah, like the pretzel was a nice touch, but
yeah, this isn't where New York isn't as European, and I mean it's pretty liberal, but it isn't European enough to be able to take your beer in a to-go cup in a cab on your way to the to the airport. Oh, what's up, Chris Collins? Welcome. Hello, how are you? How's the noggin? I'm gonna send your Gear Dog quite soon. I haven't sent anything out. Sorry, Steve. Also, and William Williams, and damn it all, Brian. Thomas Staten. There you go. And Thomas Staten. William Williams and Thomas Staten. And Steve. And Chris. And I have a couple other packages to send out too. A third one too.
Everything Saturday, I believe it was. The guys should have gotten them maybe today. Maybe. The post office is a little flaky on giving you an exact day that stuff's going to show up now. You know, before they'd be like, "Oh, guaranteed to come in 3 days." Now they're kind of like, "Yeah, we hope."
Yes, Steve.
We'd like to think.
Steve fucking sent me something out of the kindness of his heart to aid in my upcoming OMC building. I don't know what it is exactly. I have to go pick it up. That's what he was asking me about earlier in the. But he's purchased that, and it came to me like lickety split. I ordered the David D550 rotary, and it sat in limbo for 20 days before I got it. So,
yeah, they were a little non-committal to me as far as when it was going to show up, but I did send them the tracking info, so they should.
Damn, Chris, take it easy. Yeah, let that head heal up and take it chill. When I was a semi-professional downhill skateboarder sponsored by Earthwing Skateboards and 888 Protective Gear, I hit my head a few times over the course of a couple of years, like more than the amount of times you're supposed to be able to hit your head real hard. And yeah, I noticed some differences. It was weird and scary a little bit a couple of times. I lost vision in one of my eyes for a little while, and it was really bizarre. Yeah, take care of your shit. Protect your head. Some of those hits I had a helmet on. Be careful.
I've had 3 concussions. And yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel good for a couple of days. And been knocked out once or twice. And not fun.
Guy says mine's taking the world tours right now. It's in Duluth.
Yeah. He's in Tennessee. Guy, are you Tennessee?
I have friends from Duluth, so
that's a strange path it's taking.
Wild. Ooh. From Florida to Minnesota. I blame Louis DeJoy. Honestly, let's get some new people in the public into the postal service and correct these messes that have been made. My goodness gracious me. Hilarious. Damn, Steve, thank you. Says he chose that 1 day shipping. Appreciate it. I do. I'm gonna choose the fast shipping for you too, bud. As long as I get a good box. What else can I put in there? We'll see. We'll see. Ow, what up, Steph? 3-star Papa Noon. Chris says I hit the back of my head and it makes seeing things weird. True, that's where the worst one for me too. Namely get a headache when R2, yeah, exactly. The doctor told me not to watch Transformers. Respect. Yeah, for my worst one, I was I had just finished with like a skate session, and we were about to go out to the bar, and I was skating with my backpack on, which was just full of all my gear. So I had an extra board plus all of my pads, slide gloves, extra wheels, all the stuff, helmet and everything strapped on my back. And I was skating over, which is like a regular, like just a hat on, over to the garbage can to throw these beer bottles away. And I hit like a stick or a stop rock or something, and it sent me forward because my balance was off because I'm like just out of control, you know? And like the weight of my backpack turned my body. So when I hit the ground, my head bounced off the curb, like on the back. And I just hit my head and was like, oh shit, that was no big deal. I just popped right back up because I'm used to falling down or whatever and not thinking about it. Threw the beer bottles away, went back, went to the bar. Several rounds in, my homie Jeff decides that he wants to have a slap fight with me. Right. And so we're just like dorking around, drinking beers and being dumb. And I'm over at the bar going to order a drink. And he's like, hey. And I turn and he cold cocks me. Right. Real fucking hard. I thought he knocked my contact out of my eye because I couldn't see anymore out of my eye. And then I thought I didn't act money, like, you know, long after this, I realized that was because I was concussed and he slapped me in the head after I was already concussed. It was rough. I went home and we drank the whole night, and then I went home and I slept for 20 hours.
I got one playing hockey where I got off the bench and someone had dropped their water bottle on the bench. So you're standing like the bench is right here, like facing the ice. Yeah. And you have to go. I had to go that way towards the gate to get into the rink. And I stepped off the gate, off the bench, like sideways, like with my skate going towards the gate, and it just slipped from the water, like sideways. And I hit the back of my head against the bleacher. And I got up and I didn't think anything of it. And I'm out skating around for a little bit, and like I couldn't react fast enough, and I got whacked and hit the back of my head on the concrete again. And I was out. Like it took me like 30 seconds to wake back up. And that was pretty bad. And then another time I was goofing off with a buddy. And he's a huge guy. He looks like a football player, like an offensive line. He's like 6'4", 350 pounds. And we were goofing off, and he was bent down. I went to go like jump on him, and he just stood up. And I was like, oh. And I went right over the top of him, landed on my head. And I used to have an industrial like piercing. Ruptured my eardrum, tore almost my whole ear off, and concussed myself.
You win. Jesus, right, Chris. Mine was bad. Paul's is like way more brutal than mine. Wow.
Months.
Mine was idiot skaters being idiots, and yours was like terrible hockey injury, dude.
Rough. Skateboarding, and I think I did the same thing where I hit a rock or something, and you just, your board just stops, but you do not stop, as it were, and just hit my head against the floor, kind of bounced it off the floor. And that one I could recognize quickly, though. I was like, oh, I'm not okay.
John does this. There's a goofing off with a friend trend going on with the two of you. It's kind of how it goes. It's life, right? That's life. That's life.
Couple smacks in the head, no big deal.
How the hell did we survive to adulthood? Good genes and a little bit of luck.
Yeah. A lot of super glue. I split my head open like from here to here, and I was terrified that my parents were going to find out. I don't remember what we were doing. Back shut. And
that is far more different.
And how does this work?
Nice. I love seeing some historical shit on my Instagram feed instead of just the usual stuff. Always good. Very good. So John Doe. I finally figured out who John Doe is. I was recently interviewed by a young gentleman, and there is like a web page out there that I haven't shared. I have the link to, but I haven't shared the link to it. About just coping with the pandemic and stuff that goes on with the hobby and everything like that. So it's pretty hype. How are you doing, Josh? Let's see. Charis has walked away with a minor headache in the hole. Sides brush with the foot pegs and cut tire marks. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, definitely get a good helmet. Last crash racing motocross. Rag rolled over the bars at high speed. Bike smacked me in the back. Damn. Do you have a back plate? Should have a full face for sure. I know dudes that used to do downhill that would ride without full face helmets on. That's insane. Like I used to do downhill power sliding and stuff, but we're never going faster than like 15, maybe 20 miles an hour if you're crazy and you want to do like a 70-foot power slide. But like I did not, but that's okay. I'm just friendly. You're not going to do any good by being like non-inclusive, right? Ain't no gatekeeping on this stream. Broken Wing 0 in 3, 2, 1.
I got it. The backpack. I couldn't figure out how the backpack went together. I got it. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go no. How much Michael Jackson lean do we What?
Wait. Oh, I was unmuted. Should I try to mute myself? Do I still skate? Yes, I do still skate. Day.
He's winged. He be winged. Oops. Lots of moving feathers. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to try to pose and get all of these things in order. And he doesn't stand up at all. It's not going to happen. Like I can't even keep his hips from like flipping back, which is fine. I mean, I really don't have a problem with that, but the stand is crucial. Absolutely crucial. And they do give you
crucial time.
Obviously you get the water slides, but you also get an action base too.
Oliver. So. Did you see Oliver out there? Holy shit.
Huh?
Did you see Oliver out there? Holy shit.
Oliver, what's up, man?
Oliver in a hot minute. Let's see. Touching back, Steve says, do I still skate? Yes, I do. Any skate parks around you? Yes, obviously. I'm in New York City. There is the LES skate park, which is actually pretty dope. I haven't been by any parks in a while, but yeah, the LES park is over in Manhattan. There's one on this side on the Brooklyn side of the Manhattan Bridge. The LES skate park is on the Manhattan side of the Brooklyn Bridge. Just funny how it goes. There's Owl's Head down in, which is also called Millennium Skate Park as well. Owl's Head down in southern Brooklyn. There is a little skate park over in Williamsburg, right over by the pool, McCarran Park pool. There, I mean, I can keep going on, but you don't need me to. There's another one over by me here in Bed-Stuy. I'm in like the heart of Brooklyn, and there's one that's like not too far from me. Like it's just kind of like a local. There's a couple actually little locally ones. There's one over by the school. That's a little bit more by Williamsburg or East Williamsburg, and then there's another one that's south of me a little bit. So,
Bay Ridge.
Yeah, Bay Ridge is where Owl's Head is. Down by the, I used to do a hobby show down in Sunset Park. You guys may or may not remember that. And that is down in that area as well. Let's see. Any Operation Meteor decals on the Wing Zero, Paul?
No, actually, most of them just look like generic caution markings and stuff. The red, white, and gray striping. I don't see anything specific to like Wing Zero. Nothing says Wing Zero. Nothing says like the XXXB00W0. Doesn't say that. Caution markings. A little bit of striping on the little bit of striping on like the wings and stuff, I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
But other iterations of this, I've seen like the big logo that goes on the wing itself, like which is fine. It would be cool to see some operations, but I like the caution marking. I don't think I would want any of like the big wing logos anywhere. I'm not a big fan of having like the name of the mobile suit all over it.
You heard it here first. Paul's a hater.
I mean, like the caution marking would make a lot of sense, right? Like if you were to build a giant robot, you'd probably put some caution markings in places where maintenance crew, would have to worry. Really sure why you would put like Zero custom on the side of it.
Well, I mean, because like, why else would you put, have you ever seen a race car that says Porsche on it? Or McLaren? Or, like Volvo?
Yeah,
especially but that's like a high dollar race car or a high dollar sports machine that says like.
That's usually for advertising purposes, though. It's like I learned because it can be this fast. I mean, if you can go buy a Wing Zero custom, that'd be great.
It is the military-industrial complex, So
I can kick, push, no flippy kickies. No flippy kickies. Have you guys ever seen those videos? Skateboarding's gotten, I would say, a lot more popular over the last couple of years, but not in a trick skateboarding sense, but like just as a way to get from one place to another. Like you see a lot of kids with like the small penny boards or e-skateboards or long boards or all sorts of different type of stuff. But have you ever
the shit I've been doing since 1986?
But have you seen the videos of I forget which skater it was, is like driving down the street and he sees kids with skateboards and he's like, do a kick flip. And I mean, he must have went by 100 kids and maybe like 2 could actually do any kind of trick at all.
Mm-hmm.
They were just pushing, which is fine.
It's like Tony Hawk did that, I think.
Do a kick flip.
Julio says, I want to do some Rodney Mullen shit. I know a little bit of old school Flatland stuff. Not like that's actually like, I know aside from power slides, that's what I know the most of is like old school flat ground. I can ollie, I can rolling ollie, but I can't kick flip. I can't heel flip. I can kind of like do all these weird old school shit, like I said. Like I can do like old school impossibles and like I can do some pressure spins and pressure flips and stuff like that, but it's like I am not practiced at all. At all. Just watching those old toy machine videos. Dude, watch some on skateboarding. Those were some good videos back in the day.
I haven't like
Michael Dawes has survived his first 12-hour shift of the year. Whew.
Eek.
You kick push a little bit, Paul. You got like an electric skateboard, don't you? Cheater.
I have an electric skateboard and I have a one wheel.
Ooh, actually, that's pretty hype. The one wheel is actually pretty cool.
It's a very strange feeling. It is nothing like skateboarding.
Oh no, wholly different.
It is,
but I get it. I think
the first couple of minutes you're on it, you're like, you think you need to balance, like front and back, because you just feel that natural instinct, right, to be like, I want to stay upright, and it does everything for you. But the way your feet work, or just and you're like the way you move your legs is just so much different than a skateboard. Like if you have any stiffness in your knees or your ankles, you're probably gonna fall. But like, when you longboard, you can get real stiff with your knees and your ankles and kind of swoop big. Like not real stiff, but I mean like you don't have to be. It's a lot more of a core workout on the one wheel than you think it's going to be. Like you have to stay like squatted in that position. Like on a longboard, you can stand straight up and it's not going to, you're not going to fall over or anything like that. You're complete control.
True. You won't fall over. Well, you shouldn't fall over. But
no, you feel, I don't know. I guess because I've skateboarded for a long time, like I feel pretty confident on a longboard, even the electric ones.
Exactly.
I'm not going to bust my ass, but I've been on the one wheel and I'm like, I might fall. Like it's conceivable.
I have been skating for a many long taunt of years. So I have a company's logo tattooed on my back from my old sponsorship. So like, there you go. But I mostly just did power slides and stuff. So it was totally different. So we did like crazy high speed downhill power slide tricks. So, and I was good at it.
I have a push longboard that I still fuck off on everyone.
I have like 15.
I used to have a handful of skateboards, and I just got rid of them over the years.
I'm actually next time Julio comes over, I'm going to give him one of my skateboards, one of my old longboards. I'm giving him a board that I got from a friend that was originally got from the UK. It is a Falmouth Township skateboard. It's a big board for a big guy like you and me, Julio. It's a solid wood deck, so you don't get to worry about no BS. It's got some cool like shit on the bottom of it. I skated around for a little bit. I did some power slides on it and I commuted on it a bunch, but I think it'll treat him well because he doesn't have a skateboard right now. And he's got a little puppy. And she's going to want to run. And it's easier to do a little kick push with the puppy doing running than it is to run with the puppy doing running. Just saying. Mobile Chooch. There it is. Exactly.
Chooch Mobile.
Chooch Mobile. He's given Ryan Reynolds a run for his money with his mobile thing. Well, Paul, we're here in about 2 hours. I think it's about that time.
I'm done snapping. The wings took longer than I thought.
I just decided what I was doing. You did something. You actually did something. I'm over 2 now.
Last stream, nothing. I don't think anyone was very productive last stream. We were just kind of fucking off for a couple hours. It was a lot of fun.
I committed to give some things away that I haven't sent out yet. I have all the things to send out. I just haven't done it yet.
We got some things out to people. Hopefully they turn around from Minnesota and go back down to Tennessee there.
I don't understand it. I don't think any of us will understand the mail service. I don't think we ever will. We're not supposed to.
No, my USA Gundam store orders are FedEx now, I think, right? I think they use FedEx.
I hope so. I get my stuff from them pretty quickly, so I think that they may have swapped over, if that's the case. Because, man. Well, I mean, I would tell people where they can find you, Paul. I mean, you're here, but
here every Thursday. Simple Paul, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube here. That's pretty much it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. 101.
Woo! That's right. And I mean, here we are once again. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this fine evening, and with Paul as well. Thank you, Paul, for hanging out with me, and appreciate it. Appreciate every one of you guys. Look at that Stein over there in the background, just waiting. He's like, I'm watching you, judging your build, motherfucker. Definitely go and check out the various things that I talked about this evening. Scale Model Mojo podcast, Max Models on YouTube. Tim Child of Mecca back streaming again. Check out his store. He's got a bunch of cool new stuff in it. Galactic Toys. They have some really, really great tooling and really great supplies out there. Check them out. They've got finishers and they've got those mission model paints that I love ever so very much. USA Gundam store. Great selection of supplies. Just getting new stuff all the time. I checked and I bought a bunch. I bought some Unicorn Tears and didn't realize that they had it for sale for cheaper than I bought it for. So make sure that you're checking around and getting the right prices on everything, guys. I'm me, Brian. You're here watching my stuff. I'm on YouTube here, obviously. Duh. And I'm on Twitter and IG, and I do some stuff on Facebook, but mostly just trying to do my best to wade through the shit of the everyday today while we make some cool models and have a good time. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. We'll see you next time on the Workbench.
Later, guys.
Bye.